Funk time and looking all in the camera. Just how you work this thing, youngster? How y'all work? Cause I've been grown through 15 different decades. Cause I'm 163 years old. Cause on Ronan, I don't care about all these rich niggas getting traded. I'm gonna be 360. Like, I don't care to me. I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck. He'll be trying to tell you about niggas made 500 million dollars being traded on Ronan. Your ass making $5 an hour and shit on bro now. But you talking about niggas that's making 500 million is insane. It represents nasty work. Oh my gosh. New 360 pack alert. New 360 pack alert. Dun, 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 dun. 360 Alchemist. This is a new 360 pack twin. 360 pack number 13. Think the unthinkable. 360 Alchemist School of Enlightenment and Darkness, where you are the teacher and student cover Bronium, where the books are free because they ain't on me, on babies, on running, on the bread, as I say, twin, get a gang, gang, get a gang, 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 get a gang. I have to look at something really quick. This is a new 360 pack. How do I even find this? Google Docs. What's it called? Think the Unthinkable. I just made this today, y'all. This is the first thing we on YouTube with it too, so I'm gonna pull it up on my side. Um, we talked about this briefly. It's right here. We talked about this briefly. Um, Not even briefly. We've been talking about it the last couple of days, building on it now. We just documents. We put it all in the document form, and we're gonna work on this energy. All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like these things they write themselves. So I don't even know what they be saying. Like honestly, I'll be see what this shit say to him because it's a zone. I'll be in the zone. Like when I start putting it together, it's a zone. So you know what I'm saying. I'm re-entering the zone after I created it. Performing it and creating it is two different things. But anyways, the thoughts we think can seem harmless and random in nature. However, what if your phenomenal perception of this universe is all being molded by the thoughts of you and the ones around you? What if the gods themselves are reflections of the mind? Who was made in whom's image? The analysis of the etymology of words like psychic and photons can offer a deeper insight into the mysteries of the mind. All right, now what's the first book here? The first book is Michael Cunningham's book. Michael Cunningham's book, Creating Magical Entities. All right. This first document is right up here, and like I said, we just gonna get into it. This is about the aspect of your mind and the creation of it. It says right here, all things that are created within the mind have the ability to manifest outside of the mind in some form or shape. The mind is a microcosm of the universe. What affects the mind has the ability to affect the universe. People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. This allowed humans to interact with and interpret cause and effect in the world in which they live. Often these fledgling thought forms were slowly transformed into the gods and goddesses that we know today by the general acceptance of the attributes given to events. As more people adopted those understandings of the events as actions of things greater than themselves, the thought forms gained momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what are now considered some of the most powerful gods, goddesses, demons, and spirits. So what is we saying right now, G? It's all about the thought process. Many gods and goddesses came into being as thought forms, personified, a personification of a thought form. As the people adopted those understandings of the events of the actions of things greater than themselves, the thought forms did what? Gain momentum and energy from the people that understood them. And think about it. It says of the events and actions of things that's greater than themselves. When we say this is greater than me, this is do 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 do. Um, there's a type of mental energy that is transmitted, but it goes deeper than that. It says right here, there was at this primitive stage of society no knowledge of the Father on earth, and therefore no Father of God in image, for the gods are psychic projections. So the etymology of psychic is what? Uh-oh. Bro, no. Like, shit, what is it? Good? Bro, no. I don't know, y'all. I'm just playing. What's the etymology of psychic, guys? Does anybody know? It's right here. The etymology of the word psychic comes from the Greek word psychosis, which means of the mind, which is psychosis, which means of the mind or mental. So it's the mental. The gods are what? Psychic projections. Those are mental projections. That is the book Kenneth Grant's uh, Night Side of Eden. Kenneth Grant's Night Side of Eden says that the gods are what? Psychic aspects of psychic projections. And then when you get into this Michael Cunningham book, right here, it states what? People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond the recorded history. Appreciate the likes, Twin. All things are created. People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses came into being as thought forms personified. This allows humans to interact with and interpret the cause and effect in the world in which they live. As more people adopted these understandings of the events as actions of things greater than themselves, the thought forms did what? Gain momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what are now considered some of the most powerful gods, goddesses, and spirits. So, this is the representation of what? Thought forms, thought processes. Cross reference with Kenneth Grant, Night Side of Eden. Gods are but what? Psychic projections. When we go to the etymology of psychic, what does psychic mean? Of the mind. Where do thoughts come from? Of the mind. So we have a little cross reference there, nothing major. You feel what I'm saying? On bro, then that's cool. But wait, there's more. On bro, now. Right here in the book Synchronicity, key by David Wilcock, it says what? Ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange the exchange of photons flows in both directions. In cases when we are healing each other, we send more photons into the body. But let's just go right back to the first part at the very beginning. It said one very special aspect of the gnosis. What did it say? Bro, now. Uh, will Jesus pay for the genocide of American Indian people trying to steal our land, Texas Apache land? I don't know, but will I send your goof ass to the block list? Hell yeah. Ha, huh, blah. Ask Jesus that one. Bro, now. Bro, no, get your crazy ass on up out here. Oh, bro, no, that's crazy ass. Good. Oh, bro, that's, come on. Like, imagine if you met a person, that's the first thing they came in and said. Oh, bro, no. You at Dunkin' Donuts and shit. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, can I get us somebody just come in? Well, Jesus paid for the inside of American. Nah, bro, get your ass on up out of here. Good. Because that's what we say. Because you know what's happening right now? The universe got to have a synchronicity. Because I just told your goof ass on baby, bro. What did I just say to him? What did I just say? The gods and goddesses are thought forms. Bro, now they need that energy. It's all energy. Because gotta say this energy, it's energy. It's all thought forms. Niggas come in thinking shit sweet. Oh, bro, now. Anyways, let's go back into this real knowledge though. Yeah, we ain't got time. We reading books. Good. Oh, bro, no, we're comprehending. Oh, bro, no, we're comprehending right now, buddy. We don't have time for that bullshit. All right. Let this be a bro, no, let this be a message to everyone else here. Blah blah. Come on, bro. Now. All right. Anyways, it says right here. Ideally, once we've created a tunnel and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. So right off the bat, what bro just did, come up here. When you when you focus on somebody, on someone else with your thoughts, there's an exchange of light energy. Why do you think trolls exist? Why do you think this whole aspect of that exists? It's the energy harvesting perspective. I have to create a photon tunnel. How do I create that? I have to get you to think of me. How will I do that? I'll say some stupid shit. Brother, it comes stupid shit. Is Jesus gonna save me from the? Because they see your light, they want that energy. It's harvesting. What's going on, buddy? Bro, now that's how this shit works, twin. Cross, that's a three triple book cross reference because the first thing it says is, because think about this. If it says that people have, and then you too, it's so hard to work two different monitors to teach, but whatever. It says right here, all things that are created within the mind have the ability to manifest outside the mind in some forms of shape. The mind is a microcosm of the universe that which affects the mind, which affects the mind has the ability to affect the universe. People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded histories. Many gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. This allowed humans to interact with and interpret a cause and effect in the world in which they live. Often these fledgling thought forms were slowly transformed into the gods and goddesses that we know today by the general acceptance of the attributes given to the events. As more people adopted those understandings of the events as actions of things greater than themselves, the thought forms gained momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what is now considered some of the most powerful gods, goddesses, demons, and spirits. And it's interesting that it says as more people adopted it. Why would more people need to adopt it? Because when more people adopt this energy, what happens? That photon light. When you focus on the energy, that photon light, you're giving them your light. So you're creating an entity in the astral realm. It says, ideally, once we created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts. If you say in God's name all day and whoop de whoop, you're creating the photon light entity energy. It gains momentum over time. That's why shit got famous. First it was this. That's where you get the momentum from. First it was a couple people, one person. Then think about it. Every god you know about, one person heard seen them first. It literally says right here from the single thought of one person. Ain't it funny that all these niggas got one prophet that seen them? He was in a cave by himself. He was in the forest. He was just looking at a book. So it's one nigga by himself. Why is that? Oh, bro, now over time, a single thought had transferred from one person's way of understanding the world so that to what we are now considered some of the most powerful as gods, goddesses, and demons, because thought forms can be transformed over time into what? An actual entity through the momentum of everybody giving what? Its energy. Come on, bro. This shit too easy. Ideally, and then in Synchronicity Key by David Wilcock, it says what? Ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. In case when we are healing others, we send more photons into the body of the person who needs healing. But when we absorb energy, we are actively pulling photons out of someone's body. As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, and ain't it funny? Your gods are angry with this. Fear God. Boy, yo, you getting your energy harvested. As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, a tunnel is automatically formed and we immediately begin trying to pull photons through it. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down by causing them to feel negative emotions, such as guilt. What is this sin shit? The guilt of your existence. Fear. Guilt and fear are the first negative emotions. What do niggas walk around saying? I fear what? Fear God. I need that because when you fear me and I'm an angry God that will judge your ass, guess what happens? Energy harvesting. You can pull the photon light out of an individual. The entity gets stronger with your scary ass. That's why they told you if you're scared, go to church. Because when you go to church, you're about to get your shit harvested. I don't know what the fuck we scared of. We still die. Oh, bro, every nigga that believe in God still gotta die. Ain't that a beach? Oh, that's what we need to be scared of. Death. Oh, bro, that shit scary. That shit crazy. But anyways, that's just me not thinking. That's just me becoming the knowledge. Look, that's me not thinking. On bro now. Niggas need to stop thinking. Because that's we thought of all this shit. Yeah, what's this 360 pack to hey say twin, what's this 360 pack called, y'all? 360 pack number 13. Think the unthinkable. On bro now. Think I don't know why I named it that, but I get it now when I just said that. Niggas need to stop thinking. Think the unthinkable. Whatever the fuck that means. On bro now, whatever the fuck that means. People have created and worked with. I'm gonna repeat this 16 times because I don't care. People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. Cross reference with the document right under it. Kenneth Grant's Night Side of Eden. There was at this primitive stage of society no knowledge of the Father on earth, and therefore no Father of God image in heaven. We going for, we start talking about the goddesses and shit like that. You going before the Father God energy. It precedes that. But how can there be a Father God in heaven if there was no fathers on earth yet? You didn't get Father Gods in heaven till you got Father Gods on earth. For the gods are but psychic projections. And the etymology of psychic is what? The etymology of psychic is what? Do 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 of the mind. It's all a what? A thought process. It's all of the mind. Then you go into synchronicity key and be like, well, how can these thoughts create that? It's the light, it's the energy. But anyways, oh yeah, and then photon means light. So you're giving your light away. That's what I'm saying. When you focus on a person, the individual, like synchronicity key says, you're giving out your light, you're giving out your energy, you're giving out all those different perspectives. The analysis is based on the projection. This analysis is based on projections. The analysis is based on projection. We are beings that permit light, which is energy that can be transformed into ethers. These energies manifest as astral beings. It can be sensed by the ones who are sensitive on a psychic level. Ask yourself, what has your spiritual antenna sensed in the past? It's all around us and outside of us. The holographic nature of our existence creates an abundance. I don't like how this looks on y'all. Um, creates an abundance of research on the interaction of our consciousness with the cosmos and beyond. Now, let me let's get something clear here on bro now. So next thing we about to talk about is the Mothman prophecies and shit like that. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that Mothman prophecies. That's you ever heard of that book Mothman? This dude, weird dude. The moths it happened in West Virginia, bridge collapse, and these people seen this entity before it happened. Weird shit. It was some really weird shit. I'm not gonna focus on that, the Mothman prophecies, because I'm not gonna focus on the conspiracy of that. I'm gonna focus on an excerpt from the Mothman prophecies book by Robert Keel that talks about these entities, and I want to draw some more connections that your thoughts, your mind is forming deities or forming energies, creating energies on some projection shit. There is an old house on a tree-lined stream in New York's Greenwich Village, which harbors a strange ghost. Hans Holzer and other ghost chasers have included the house in their catalogs of haunted places. The phantoms have been seen by several people in recent years. Do we got a picture of a phantom or some scary shit? Oh, bro, now put this up here, twin. There we go. There's an old house on a tree-lined street in New York Greenwich Village which harbors a strange ghost. Hans Holzer and other ghost chasers have included the house in the catalogs of haunted places. The phantom has been seen by several people in recent years. It is dressed like a long black cape and wears a wide brim slouch that pulled down over his eyes as it slinks from room to room. Self-styled parapsychologists have woven all kinds of fantasies around this apparition. Obviously, a spy for the Revolutionary War was caught in the old house. Okay. But wait, the but wait, the ghost may not be a member. Hold on, and bro, like if you come in here and start laughing and I ain't said shit funny, on bro, no, like that's an automatic mute, on bro, no, just in case, because I don't know what you're talking about, on bro, no, just in case, on bro. But anyways, but wait, this ghost may not be a member of the Restless Dead at all. There were never any reports of hauntings there until 20 years ago, after the house was vacated by a writer named Walter Gibson. He was and is an extraordinary prolific author. For many years, he churned out a full-length novel each month, and each of these novels were written in the house in Greenwich Village. All of them were centered around a spectacularly successful character Gibson created in the 1930s, the nemesis of evil known as the Shadow. If you have read any of the Shadow novels, you know that he was fond of lurking in dark alleys, dressed in a cape and broad brim slouch hat. Oh, creepy ass shit. I know I got a picture of it somewhere. On bro now. Here we go. That's crazy. Why would a shadow like apparition suddenly appear in an old house? Could it be some kind of residue from Walter Gibson's very powerful mind? We do know that some people can move objects, even bend spoons and keys with the powers of their mind alone. Mental telepathy is now a tested and verified phenomenon, and about 10% of the population have the ability to see above and beyond the narrow spectrum of visible light. They can see radiations and even objects invisible to the rest of us. A very large part of the UFO lore there, in fact, based upon the observation of such people. What seems normal to them seems abnormal, each ridiculous to the rest of us. People who see ghosts or the wandering shadows have these abilities. They are certain conditions exist, they can see these things. The Tibetans believe that advanced human minds can manipulate these invisible energies into visible forms called tulpas or thought projections. Did Walter Gibson's intense concentration on his shadow novels inadvertently bring a tulpa into existence? Wait a minute. It says right here in this book by Robert Kill, Mothman Prophecies, why would a shadow-like apparition suddenly appear in an old house? Could it be some kind of residue from Walter Gibson's very powerful mind? He wrote a novel every month in the house of a shadow apparition. A shadow apparition started in the house. It is a known documented ghost story. He was just writing these stories, but it's coming from what? The mental. At beginning of 360 pack number 13, what did I tell y'all? Is people have created and worked with different type of entities far beyond recorded history. Gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. Over time, all the people reading that book and reading the shadow, you're bringing entity and energy to it by focusing on it. As more people adopted those understanding of the events of actions of things greater and of things greater than themselves, the thought forms gained momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what we are now considered some of the most powerful gods, goddesses, demons, and spirits. The book underneath it, the night side of Eden says what? There was at this primitive stage of society no knowledge of the Father on earth, and therefore no Father or God image in heaven. For the gods are but what? Psychic projections. Now it's telling you that in Robert Keel's book, that an entity was created by just telling a story. That in this old ass house, this person that was living in this house created a shadow apparition because what? He's writing a novel a fucking month on a shadow apparition. It started to personify itself in the fucking house because the universe is what? It's mental. So that means that your rawest thought forms, your deities, your energies, these are personified thought forms that gain momentum over time from what? From your ass, from our people, from whoop de whoop. Praise oh the Lord. Whoop. You're giving the energy up. When you give the energy up, the shit get more powerful. It's more and more powerful. All right. Let's go a little bit further with this. This is the book Michael Topic's Holographic Universe. He who knows one book knows none. Y'all know how I get down with this, bro. Now, um, the 12th century Persian Sufis also employed deep trance-like meditation to visit the land where spirits dwell. And again, the parallels between the reports and the body of evidence that accrued in the chapters are striking. They claim that in the other realm, one possesses a subtle body and relies on senses that are not always associated with specific organs in the body. They asserted that it is a dimension populated by many spiritual teachers or imams, and sometimes called it the country of the hidden imams. They held that it is a world solely created out of the subtle matter of Amlam and Amathal, or thought. Even space itself, including nearness, distance, and far off places, were created by thought. But this did not mean that the country of the hidden Imam was unreal, a world constituted out of sheer nothing. Wait a minute. They held that it is a world created out of the subtle matter. Their spirit world is created out of the subtle matter of Alam Amathil, or thought. They telling you, these old Sufi, Persian Sufi is telling you, our shit is created off the aspect of the thought. Michael Cunningham book telling you to create entities. What? Your goddess and goddesses are what? Thought forms. Over time, since you said this shit is greater than you, they gain more momentum and gave you your energy. Kenneth Grant, Night Side of Eden says what? Out of thought, primitive stage of society, no knowledge of the Father on earth, and therefore no Father of God image in heaven, for the gods are but what? Of psychic projections. Psychic projections. What's the word psychic? What's the etymology of psychic? The etymology of psychic is what? What's the etymology of psychic? The mind. Where do thoughts come from? All right, then. On bro, now let's go a little bit deeper with this shit on baby. On brother, one of brothers, I say twin. The synchronicity key by David Wilcock tells you what? That when you focus on something or focus on your something else, there is a tunnel, a photon tunnel of energy that's set up, and light can be transferred. What's the etymology of photon? Light. Look at that. Photon. The etymology of photon is light. Synchronicity key says, hey, if you focus on another individual, as ideally, it says ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with thoughts, the exchange of photons flow in both directions. When you focus your thoughts on something, a tunnel is set up. It says right here, people have created and worked with different type of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses came into being as thought forms personified. This allowed humans to interact with and interpret cause and effect in the world in which they lived. Often these fledgling thought forms were slowly transformed into the gods and goddesses that we know today by the general acceptance of the attributes given to events. As more people adopted these understanding of the events as actions of things greater than themselves, the thought forms gained momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought, and that's why everybody, it'd be one person that see the God first, then it spread to everybody else, has transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what is now considered some of the most powerful as gods, goddesses, demons, and spirits. All your gods are but what? Psychic projections. What do you need to project? What do you need for a projector to work? What's the most important, one of the most important aspects of a projector? What's underneath you? What's that shit I just showed you, G? Bro, now, the photon lights, the lights of the photon, light, photon. You need light, you need electricity. You need the light. That's your consciousness. You're giving this energy, your awareness state, this energy. How do we know this to be true? Because I can cross-reference this with Robert Kill's Mothman book that tells you why would a shadow-like apparition suddenly appear in an old house? Could it be some kind of residue from Walter Gibson's very powerful mind? Who was Walter Gibson? A nigga that wrote a say twin, nigga that wrote a book about shadow apparitions every month. He had a whole line of books about a shadow figure coming from his mind. He writing books every day. People reading this shit. Guess what? In the house he wrote the books in, a shadow apparition started to pop up. Good. That means, and I always knew this to be true. That means a lot of shit y'all say y'all hunted by is just your traumas. When we be like, we being hunted, the demons are coming. It's just deeper aspects of your thoughts, some shadow shit that you've been thrown away. That you gotta confront. Get that nigga a hug. But you know, who am I? Anyways, that shit was nasty as hell. Anyways, ugh. All right, and all right. Anyways, y'all, I just did this 360 pack today. This is the first time me doing this 360 pack. Now, what is the more important aspect? It also says right here, the Sufism said what? They held it that it is a world created solely out of the subtle matter of alim, athil, or thought. Even spaces club, including nearness, distance, and far off places, were created by what? Thought. So everywhere you go, gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. This allowed humans to interact with and interpret cause and effect in the world in which they lived. Thought forms were slowly transformed into gods and goddesses. Synchronicity key. When we focus our thoughts on somebody, we transform our photonic light. In this old house where it wrote these shadow entities, what happens? He started to see what? An actual shadow entity over time. This is from Robert Kill. We just cross-referenced, guys. We just all these different documents. These are all the different books. David Wilcock, Synchronicity Key. Michael Tobic, Holographic Universe. Occult Knowledge by Tom Carlson. Robert Kill's Mothman Prophecies and Michael Cunningham's Creating Magical Entities. Same shit, different books. All talking about different shit, but it's all saying the same thing in a different way. And when we get the cross-reference, we get the divine connections. You feel me? Now, let's make another divine connection. It definitely states right here in Kenneth Grant book that all the gods are what? Psychic projections. I already explained to you that the etymology of psychic is what? Of the mind. And if you look at the aspect of the way that we perceive this realm, it's in a holographic nature. Projections, holographs. Holographic universe, fractal energies. It's all projections. And with that being said, what you focus your light on, because when you focus your concentration, you open up a tunnel of photon light. How does a projection work? Off of photon light. Get your shit together. You are creating the energy. This universe is just a shadow of a projection. Good. A backwards mirror. Fractalized at that. Everything's separate, but yet it is all the one. That's why you create deities. And how can this happen? Because one person think about it. You come tell your goof ass about it. You start believing that shit. Then y'all go tell y'all, because most people are what? Followers. Y'all follow the fucking leader. So these prophets was what? Leaders. On bro now. That's why they went by. You know this shit to be true. Muhammad was in a cave by himself when he figured this shit out. If this niggas are even real people. I think it's all metaphysical. It says it transformed from a single thought of a single person and how they looked at the world. From what people understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what we are now considered some of the most powerful as gods, goddesses, demons, and spirits. Because over time, it gains momentum from who? Yo, shit. Just like all ideas. If we all believe in it, whoop-de-whoop. Mass hysteria in this motherfucker. And then think about it. It says once you accepted it, the most important part, it's two important parts. The acceptance, this shit gets scary. The acceptance of the attributes as things greater than themselves. The thought forms gain momentum and energy. And what do we do all day? I ain't shit. That you're so high up and I'm just so low. We goofy. You setting up your own. He like, yeah, good looking. You just giving up all your life. Let's go deeper with this shit. This shit get deeper. Bro, no, fuck that. Go all the way out. Synchronicity keep make this shit sound scary. Because now you're dealing with vampires of your energy, of your concentration. We're dealing with a vampirism. You think you scared of the vampires? You need to be worried about some of these deities. They're vampirizing. They're vampirizing us. Why do I say that? Because in the Synchronicity Key by David Wilcock, it says something very peculiar to me. Ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else, our thoughts, the exchange of photons flow. I'm about to put this in the 360 pack after I'm done. This 360 pack number 13, y'all. The reason why it's so rough because I just made it today and I already been performed, but we just did this today, like a couple hours ago. I just made this 360 pack. Ideally, once we created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. In cases when we are healing others, we send more photons into the body of the person who needs healing. But when we absorb energy, we are actively pulling photons. Or look, when we are healing others, we send more photons into the body of the person who needs healing. But when we absorb energy, we are actively pulling photons out of someone's body. As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, a tunnel is automatically formed, and we immediately begin to trying to pull photons through it. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down by causing them to feel negative emotions such as guilt and fear. I'm a sinful person. Guilt. I only fear God. Fear. Once that energy is connected on a psychic level, automatically forming immediately begin to pull photons through it, pulling your light out your ass. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down. That's how you absorb energy. You have to have them full of fear and shame. What is the religions about? You feel this shit. You ain't worth nothing. You gotta be saved. Got your ass. Deity's gonna live forever off your name. He will be forever off your energy. That's why we dying. Bro, these niggas draining us. Bro, no. Bro, no. Well, don't bring that police shit over here. Bro, no. Matter of fact, go stand over there. Oh, babies, don't bring that police shit over here. I'm surprised how you ain't getting flagged. Why would you even come up here and put that shit on my shit, twin? The police been popped you off. You gonna come over to my shit. Bro, no. Boy, they still letting you do it too. You hot. Good go. On the slide over there, twin. Bro, no. Go get me hot. Good, cause you hot. Damn, twin. That shit. Come on, G. Come on, man. Man, that was crazy, yo, bro. She said, "Mashi, I'm surprised they not flagging your ass." Like, oh, go over there, twin. You hot. You wired. She got a wire on. Somebody pat her down. Oh, brother, somebody pat her the fuck down. All right, anyways. All right, let's go back into this. Ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. In cases when we are healing others, we send more photons into the body of the person who needs healing. But when we absorb energy, we are actively pulling photons out of someone's body. As soon as we direct angry thoughts to someone, and ain't it crazy? I gotta go look into this. Ain't God a mad, angry, good ass fucking everybody up? Ain't gotta judge everybody. And you better fear it. Something's going on. Vampirism on bro. If we are successful in absorbing energy from someone, if the other person withers in the presence of our anger, then we draw light out of the storehouse of DNA throughout that person's entire body. This provides us with an immediate source of energy. We become more alert and energized. Though this is also a cold, thin, and hollow way to restore ourselves and lack the richness and complexity that naturally fills us with full, genuine love. So if you have full, genuine love, do you need something to fear you? No, you do not. If you have full, genuine love, do you need to have something that's lower than you? No, you do not. If you have full, genuine love, that is not the genuine aspect of love. Genuine love is based on the perspective of connectivity, not fear and shame and shit. So that will make by default, that this book stands for what? It is a programming. Your ass got programmed, and you think these characters are real characters, and this shit really happened. And it's a history. You've been programmed like on multi-facets. You were programmed, and you think these are real historical characters. Double whammy on, bro. You all the way lost, and you're out of there. On strike, 3 strikes, you're fucking out, buddy. We out this bitch. I'll holler at y'all later. Bro, we out this bitch. We lack no comprehension of the science. We are at the mercy and the will of the other niggas, thought forms, and entities that come in and pray to this shit every Sunday. And your life is just a toss up. They just tossing us up like pizza dough. And what's been happening? We be getting tossed up like pizza. You don't know what's gonna happen next. What pizza dough? Because you have no control of what? Your mind. You gotta start with what the fuck you believe in. Tupac said that shit. Who do you believe in? Is your faith in God as in you believe? Who the fuck you believe in? What you believe in is the energy you gonna resonate on. So if you want to read some shit from 6,000 years ago and resonate with goat herders, then knock yourself the fuck out. Good, bro. Now I'm just saying, that's what the fuck you doing. Uh-uh. That's why niggas after they do this shit get goats and shit, oh bro. Now and they seem they got a staff. You're picking up the mind form and the thought process. The photon light has been transferred. We know this to be true because, like I said, in this document right here, when we're talking about shadow apparitions, a shadow apparition popped up in a house after a person what? Wrote about it every day. A book a month. A shadow apparition started popping up in the house. Mothman Prophecies, Robert Keel. All of y'all got access to these documents. 360 Alchemist on Cash App. Leave your email in the Cash App notes, twin. This is 360 pack number 13. Think the Unthinkable on Babies on Brother One of Brethren. And we're basically going through the aspect of, man, this is a holograph. It's a projection. You project your thoughts. We know it's a projection because when we go into the deeper aspects of the science, it says all the father gods are what? Psychic projections. There were no father gods on earth. So there could be no father gods in heaven because that is a later gnosis. That's what I'm saying. You're so under control. You think the very first of the first is and all of you think this shit. You think this shit is history and first. You are controlled in the mind. The mind, it has you. You think this is the first. And this is holy. It's only holy because it comes from other holy books, because the ones that preceded it. What we on? 360 pack number 13 is 31 people in here, 13 backwards. Let's go to the very beginning of our gnosis then. This is 360 pack what? Number 1. Get your shit together. He who knows one book knows none. Take your ass to Gerald Massey, Ancient Light of the World. I'll prove this shit in 16 seconds. Good. It only takes me like 3 seconds. This shit is too easy. It only takes us like 3 fucking seconds, good, to read a fucking book. Bro, now. Babies, this shit too easy, twin. Bro, now. This is from Gerald Massey, Ancient Light of the World. Bro, now. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see them 10 Commandments? You see that? The Egyptians already had written them. I have not blasphemed the God, the Hebrew version. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord God's thy in vain. I have not committed adultery. The Hebrew version. Thou shalt not commit adultery. I have not committed theft. The Hebrew version. Thou shalt not steal. Where you think all this shit came from, twin? Who the fuck do you? Moses is my God. The law that was given on the mountain, Mount Shanu. Come on, bro. This shit too easy. Bro, now, man. Dun, 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 dun. Tables of the laws are identical by the names with the tablets of Mati, and the comparative process will show that the matters in the same so far as the Hebrew records go. And if the laws were divinely revealed and had any superhuman authority, it would be the law of Mati, which was first inscribed in the papyrus Mashu and Anur, and not the law of the Hebrew Moses written in the later letters of the Pentateuch. Several meanings are connoted from the word Mayat. Egyptians, such as law and justice, truth and right. Why do you think they put the scales on the court law? All this shit was already written. All your science, it was written. Just like Nas, it was written. The equilibrium of the universe was expressed by Mayat, which represented the natural, immutable, eternal law. The balance is a symbol of Mayat in its oneness and duality. All of this shit that y'all getting, these commandments and laws, and don't get your feelings hurt. Promised land. Bring your ass over here. Just arguing over the promised land. Let me help y'all out. The paradise looked up by the most primitive races was a heaven of perpetual plenty. That type was preserved by the Egyptians in the field of celestial food upon Mount Hotep, but as before said, there was no unearned increment to be derived from the Elysian field. I am master there, says the beatified spirit who had attained his allotment and built his homestead. I am in glory there. I eat there. I plant and I reap there. I plow there. I take my fill in love. I net the ducks and I eat the dainties. I am united there to the god Hotep, the good Osiris, as the deity of plenty and of peace. The Aru was their oasis in the desert, and water with the sand turned into the soil for seed by ceaseless human labor and transferred into the nether earth or into the upper paradise. But in transmogrifying Camite mythology and to the Semite history, a remarkable commission had been made by the inspired writers of God's word. In the Egyptian original, the elect people are chosen as the cultivators of the Aru field, which are measured out in the allotments made for the express purpose of cultivation. Holiness to you, cultivators, says the god Ra. The Egyptians in their lowest paradise of plenty reaped the produce in their labors, but they had to earn it individually first. In the Jewish version of the Aru, it is a land flowing with milk, honey, corn, oil, and wine, but there is no demand for work, no thought of cultivation or of earning an eternal living. On maintaining the land of promise, they were to enter into an inheritance prepared by the laborers of others. Last time I checked, that shit sound like slavery. Bro, now last time I checked, that's slavery. You go inherit the land that was prepared by others. That's invasion. Your whole eschatology is a solar code eschatology of a later masculine code. But I'm not going to get into all of that because I'm gonna start going off. We're on a brand new 360 pack number 13. That's the first one I ever created on Bro now. You feel what I'm saying? That's Gerald Massey, Ancient Light of the World. Anybody want access to these documents? 360 Alchemist on Cash App. Go to the link in the bio. Y'all got access to all the PDF links. All the 360 packs come with the books, the research papers, the page numbers, and the screenshots. All right. On Bro now, that's my gift to you. On Bro now, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all really, that's for my scholars. I'm not trying to sell this shit to y'all. That's for because they really do like scholarship and care about shit like this. Some people don't care, and that's common. I don't give. But for the people that do care, you have access to all of these documents. Everything I pulled up, you have access to. All right, on Bro now, because this lecture alone has 6 different books, so it'd be hard for me to go back and forth and be like, get this book, get this book, get this book, do this, y'all, do this. You feel me? On Bro now, that's some real shit. Um, what if mine won't load? Shit, I don't know, twin. You're gonna have to. Do you have your email up? And if you have Google Drive, you'd be the first person that ever said some shit like that. Make sure you have Google Drive and you have Google Docs on bro them. And I don't know what you're talking about. It depends on what you're talking about. You'd be the first person in history to say some shit like that on bro them. So I would be ask you to make sure you got Google Drive and all that shit on bro them. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all how this shit work real quick. Let's exit out of this real quick. So I don't know what that meant. And then the bigger thing is, shit, if your shit ain't low, then hit me up in the inbox and let me know. You feel what I'm saying? On bro now. Look, y'all, this shit real simple. Let me show y'all how simple this shit is on babies on bro now. You see this? This is a 360 pack on bro now. You see this open? On bro now, these are called Google Docs. This shit really simple. On bro now, really simple. You see a 360 pack. Um, let's search for one. Let's go into some of my favorites. We'll pop in Walt Disney. We'll go to 360 pack Walt Disney. It's this simple. It comes up. Guys, on bro now. It's over. This is a 360 pack. You scroll down after that. Let's take a test. See all these 360 packs in the Walt Disney lecture? That's 9 different 360 packs. On bro them, you click on one. You open it up. It's really, really simple. You scroll your ass down. On babies on bro them. You scroll your ass down. Let's test the book in this motherfucker. Let's make sure this shit work all the way. You see a book that I mentioned. Oh man, he's talked about Coats of the Shadows. You click the book. The book opens the fuck up. Oh bro them. You scroll down after that. Oh bro, my guys. Come on now. Bro them. You open that shit right the fuck up. Let's go back to the Walt Disney. Let's take a look again. This is just 1 through 9. We got 13 360 packs. Magnificent. I just did the newest 360 pack. Think the Unthinkable. Same thing. Let's go to the newest 360 pack. Think the Unthinkable. We just dropped this shit today on Bro now. Creating magical entities. You click the book. There you go, baby. On Bro now. You get the full books. Y'all get everything. All right? On Bro now. That's some real shit, twin. On Bro now. Make sure y'all get y'all 360 packs, twin. On Bro now. Get your 360 packs. That's real talk. If you have any issues, inbox me. Let me know what's going on. DM me. Tell me what's going on bro now. Talk to me. Communicate with me. On babies, on brother, on the brothers. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna send this to you after I get out of here. This is 360 pack number 13. This is everything I already talked about. You know what I'm saying? With the whole aspect of the thinking process. Many people have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses came into being as what? Came into being as thought forms personified. This allowed humans to interact with and interpret cause and effect in the world in which they lived. The thinking process. It says that as more people adopted the understanding of the events of actions as things greater than themselves. Everything y'all do, God is great, God is good. You make everything greater than yourself. What do you do? The thought forms gain momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Stand under some shit. Understand. There was that. You go cross-reference this. This is Michael Cunningham's book, Creating Magical Entities, cross-reference with Night Side of Eden by Kenneth Grant. There was at this print of the stage of society, no knowledge of the Father on earth, and therefore no Father of God, image in heaven, for the gods are but what? Psychic projections. Bro, now, and then when you check out the etymology of psychic, what does psychic mean? Bro, now you think, oh, that means you know things. Yeah, it means you know some shit, but you know it because it comes from the mind. So if the gods are psychic projections, they are projections from what? The mind. Bro, now shout out Valentino. I see you, twin. I put your art in here. Yeah, I got your art in there. Bro, now I put your shit in there, twin. Bro, now 60 pack number 13. You know how that go. I put the link to follow you too. So y'all make sure the artist that wrote this for him, that's real art inspired by the Bro Nims in the 360 pack. So shout out to the babies on Bro Nim on brothers. They say twin. But anyways. So yeah. Thought processes, the psychic shit is appreciate you, Toy. Appreciate you joining the team, gang. The thought process, the process of the mind, the psychic projections, which is a mental projection. But wait, there's more bro now. But wait, there's more. When we go back to think the unthinkable, it says what? Psychic projections. What do you need to project light? Project to have a projection. You need light. Ain't it funny that in synchronicity key it says ideally once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flow in both directions. What are photons? The etymology of photon is light. Whoever I sent that invitation to, my bad. The etymology of photon is light. You project the energy. And it says right here that all the gods are what? Psychic projections. The psychic, the etymology of psychic is what? Of the mind. A projection is what need. What do you need to project things? Light. And where's the psychic of the mind? What comes from the mind? The thoughts. So that's light being projected from your mind. People have created and worked with different types of entities far beyond recorded history. Many gods and goddesses come into being as thought forms personified. And y'all call them what? Light beings, entities. Whoop-de-whoop. Where's that light coming from? Yo ass. If every time you come in my motherfucking house and something gets missing, then you stealing. If every time I hear about a motherfucking God, you right there talking about them, then who the fuck is the God your ass was? Every time I gotta hear about these niggas, it's through your lips. They ain't never came and told me shit. Bro, this your ass telling me about these shit. Bro, why is that? Because, and then the people that are conscious of it is because the entity is now an actual astral entity. That's why you seen all the angels of Enoch later. Thousands of years of niggas saying Enoch, Enoch, whoop-de-woo. Then you get the Enochian angel magic. The entities, you have enough people, you got the whole fucking country believing in this shit. Now it's an entity that can be worked with because you're working off the other people's thoughts, their energy. Every Sunday, you could do some magic. Oh, bro, I'm just saying. You can work with these entities because they're being powered up. You can see when they're being powered up and work with them because the light is being given by the entities, by you, the individual. Literally says that thought forms gain momentum and energy from the people that understood them. Over time, a single thought had transformed from one person's way of understanding the world to what is now considered some of the most powerful gods, goddesses, and demons. But it gets worse than that because in the synchronicity key, it says this. It says, yes, ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. That's the cute part. Here's the fucked up part. As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, what are your gods? Angry because I'm about to fuck everybody up. We know they angry because the niggas that believe in them angry. They be, you gonna get it. Oh, bro, as soon as you see it, he be, all of y'all gonna get fucked up. Mm-hmm. All of y'all gonna get fucked up. He coming. He coming and he can't wait. Oh, bitch. Look, Twitter, tell them who about to come to it, bro. Who about to come to it? Oh, man. So don't make me have to go get these YNs. Bro, let me go pick up some YNs because we'll be waiting. Because we'll be waiting. Tell them we'll be waiting with the YNs. I need to learn to find some YNs. The dreads, the young, the scared. They got the little mask on. Oh, bro, who coming for who? I'm about to go pick up some YNs. Oh, bro, BB in the field did. All right, my bad. But no, I'm saying though, because that's fear. He needs you to be scared. Everybody's gonna get it. You're gonna learn it. You gonna get it too. Yeah, you looking at me right now. If you don't like this, you go get you. Damn, nigga. Fear. As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, a tunnel is automatically formed and we immediately begin trying to pull photons through it. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down by causing them to feel negative emotions such as guilt, fear, shame. Once that energy is created, if I got you feeling guilty, I'm sinful, I'm nothing, fearful, I fear God, shameful, I'm the great God, I'm nobody without him, you're getting your light drained. It literally says a tunnel is automatically formed. We immediately begin to try to pull photons through it. Photons is your light. Good. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down by casting them to feel negative emotions. So after you created the entity, now the entity has its own mind. It is working back with you. This is a spell. It is a programming. Yo, this shit crazy. That's why when you have a thank you for the light bulb. That's why when you have an ideal, you can have what? A light bulb. Pling. Remember when you get an ideal light bulb? Because thoughts is photon light. When we created a tunnel between ourselves with our thoughts, with our thoughts. This is from what? What book is this from? This is from Synchronicity Key by David Wilcock. And Michael Cunningham's book is telling you what? People have created and work with different types of entities. Many gods and goddesses came into being as thought forms. Then go down here, it says psychic projections, or the gods are just psychic projections. Psychic means of the mind, thoughts, light. Then you go to this story and Robert Gibb. Then you jump over to Robert Keel's book. Then you gonna jump your ass over to Robert Keel's book, The Montauk Projects, because he knows one book knows one, even though we just cross-referenced 3 books on bro now. I appreciate the players, twin, on bro now. And then when you jump over here, what it say, twin? Why would a shadow-like apparition suddenly appear in an old house? Could it be some kind of residue from Walter Gibson's very powerful mind? What happened? His ghost may not be a member of the Restless Dead at all. There was never a report of honeys there until 20 years ago after the house was vacated by a writer named Walter Gibson. He was and is a writer. A writer. What's this shit right here? What's all of this being inspired by? Writers. What's this shit inspired by? It was written. I just said Nas. It was written. But wait, the ghost must be a member of the rest of that order. The vacated by a writer named Walter Gibson. He was in an extraordinary prolific author. For many years, he churned out a full length novel each month, and many of those novels were written in the house in Greenwich Village. All of them were centered around a spectacularly successful character Gibson created in the 1930s, that nemesis of evil known as the Shadow. If you read any of the Shadow novels, you know that he was fond of lurking in dark alleys, dressed in a cape and broad, slim slouch hat. They started seeing the entity in the fucking house. Why would a shadow-like apparition suddenly appear in an old house? Could it be some kind of residue from Walter Gibson's very powerful mind? Yes, because it's an entity that was created. Because they are started from thought forms. You just have to be psychically sensitive enough to sense them. So the people that's like, I see a ghost, you're seeing thought forms that laid around. That's why houses of trauma have huntings and shit like that. You be, what the fuck happened in here? Somebody been got fucked up in here and left all that trauma and shit. That's why you gotta say, come on, bro. What is a hunting? Every time you watch these movies of hunting, some fucked up shit happened to somebody. You gotta hear the story. A ghost want to tell you his story because that's the thought process, the density of the trauma that was left behind, the shadowed aspect, the hidden perspective. He wrote a shadow apparition and they started to see it in the house. And it states right here, bro says only 10% of people and about 10% of the population have the ability to see above and beyond the narrow spectrum of visible light. And I just told you in synchronicity key that when you focus your thoughts, you give out what? Your photon light to an energy. I told you that these entities over time gain momentum through the aspect of you what? Talking about them, thinking about them, whoop-de-whoop. You have created the tunnel of energy. And if they get you to fear them and they get you to be angry and they get you to live with shame, I'm full of sin, I'm full of this, I ain't shit, then guess what happens, twin? It says it can drain your energy. Synchronicity key say, hey, say twin, if a motherfucker on Bronell can get you, we actively pull photons out of somebody's body as soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone. Now, ain't that funny? All your eyes want to fuck you up if you want to follow them. Get your scary ass on, boy. Oh, bro, that's energy harvesting. Because if they can get, it's a quick harvest. To do this successfully, we have to break the other person down by causing them to feel negative emotions such as guilt and fear. You fear God and you're guilty that you in sin. Get the fuck out of here. That's a programming for you to create their gods for them. And then the God is an entity now, and now they can get it to fuck you up anytime they want. That's why I'm on bro now. Why they make all right? Hey, say to it, why they write all these books? Oh, bro, they should have wrote all these books. I see. Hey, now you realize, and that's why they burn books. The only reason why they're not getting rid of all these books today is because the general populace is so fucking down. They like shit. Just put all the information out. They ain't reading this shit anyway. Let's see how good we got these niggas distracted. Because they ain't reading none of this shit. I'm reading books from 1904. Oh, bro, no. You read a book from 1904. That's real talk, G. That's real talk. I don't fear nothing but God. The first thing they need you to do is fear some shit. Good looking. I'm sinful. First thing I need you to do is be guilty. Full of shame. Good looking. Now I can drain your ass. Now my entity has more power. So y'all look at the most fearful one. I fear no man but God. God came from your ass. You fear every fucking thing. This is a science of fucking manipulation of the mentos to get your psychic energy. Even in the aspect of Sufism, in the holographic universe, it says they held that it is a world created solely out of the subtle matter of alam athil, or thought. Even space itself, including nearness, distance, and far off places, were created by what? The thoughts. Person with the mental thing that's writing the books, thinking about this entity. If you're thinking about this entity, the entity starts to personify in real life. They start, that house is hunted. Ghost hunters, all these niggas know about this house where this writer was writing these shadow apparition stories. The thought form, the residue of the thought form stayed behind. You're creating your entities. Synchronicity key, DNA has light as well, photonic light, but your concentration of you are opening up a tunnel. And this is why your celebrities is always doing some shit. Oh, bro, you feel me? That's why your celebrities do anything to get you to pay attention to them. Bro, now anything so you can get. Did you hear what Wookie Woo though? I need that energy. Why is that? Because your evolution, the system is feeding off of you. Since we created a system to serve us, now we are serving the system. It's like automatic now. We be like, who at the top? I'll be like, I'm starting to question, like, I don't think nobody is. This shit just running. We created our own system, and now the system running the fuck out of us. On bro now. You created these guys to try to understand the world, and then you gave so much thought form and entity, and through the miscommunication, you created a god. Just through your thoughts. Now this nigga powerful. Now these niggas walking around like basically it's like pumping up because that didn't deserve it. On Rodale, you like, ooh, you so cute, you just everything, and he really ain't like that. Like you pump this nigga up. Now he out here thinking he the shit until he get around some real because he get his feelings hurt. On Rodale. No, for real, this is like a fake thug. On bro, it's like fake gangster or some shit. Get around the real gangsters, you like, oh my god, this is what they really do. Oh bro, I'm just saying to him. Oh, bro, if these dudes really do this stuff, you just want to listen to the songs. I'm just saying because all I'm saying is our thoughts came first, and we keep fucking up and saying man was made in God's image, God was made in man's image, and then they use the word image. The only thing that you can really create an image off of is a projection. Images are projected. You were made in God's image. They're not projecting you, you're projecting them. Good. And that's why your universe, hey, say twin, 360 pack number 7, don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it. That's why your world is set up like a holograph, a projection. And you project your thoughts outside of your mind. Just, oh yeah, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that, I'm thinking this. The energy in the ether that's being manipulated. That's why we all think the thoughts. You just don't think them all the time, so they don't get enough power to manipulate into the real form. But if you get obsessed with a thought, then you start to manifest things into the physical. You know how that shit go. Every now and then you gonna get that crazy thought. You what the fuck was that? No, I ain't know none of that. Okay. But if you think it over and over and over, then you start to what? Manifest it into the physical. Come on, because your actions start to follow. You start to do things that follow that thought process. Next thing you know, you actually, all right, then. This shit is really simple. So it's not like we just reading these books and just repeating some shit. We're actually just applying our shit, our experience. The knowledge is matching the experience. That's why when you was in your mind, if you felt like you was being hunted, you had to think of that demon first. You had to think of that shit first. And then as you thought about it, you like, that nigga behind me. I know. One time I got chased by the Baphomet. I said, I know this nigga behind me. Because he was with my mind. That's why knowledge is dangerous if it's on a paranoia aspect and it's just creating fear. That's why 360 don't I don't like to really go on. I got 13 360 packs. We not big on conspiratorial aspects. Because we not trying to just push fear to this. And you gotta be scared of this. And then these niggas so powerful. The man is powerful. I don't do shit like that. Because when you say the man is powerful, now the man is powerful. Some of y'all niggas is powering up these entities that y'all say y'all so against. You wake up talking about them. Every time you create, and ideally, once we created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. You waking up mad, man, you giving up your energy. Period. It says to this success, we have to break the other person down by causing fear, shame, sadness, or anger, disgust, terror, shock, all that shit. It's just, and that's why after you done, you drain, you down tired. Bro, now you fucking got that about you, got that light about you, and that entity is even more powerful than before. So the whole aspect is the what? The knowledge told us what? The hidden books told us what? Know thyself. Know thyself. Know yourself. We gotta turn that scope inward. That energy we giving out. Gotta go. You gotta power up who's the most important aspect of your life. Who's the one projecting this energy? You. So who deserves the energy? Your ass, dude. You deserve your own fucking energy to operate for your own, create your own entity, whatever you want for your ancestors, whatever. It's up to you to create your own entity, your own whatchamacallit, your own sciences. Oh, bro, no, that shit real. But as long as we keep giving this shit up to everything else, but ourselves, we in big trouble. But that's why we don't have energy to really manifest and do shit like that. That's some real shit, man. Giving out too much energy. If we are successful in absorbing energy from someone, if the other person withers in the presence of our anger, then we draw light out of the storehouse of DNA through that person's entire body. This provides us with an immediate source of energy. We become more alert and energized. Though this is also a cold, thin, and hollow way to restore ourselves. The mechanism is precisely what Dr. Glean observed in his DNA experiments. Angry people pulled photons out of the DNA from a human placenta, whereas people feeling love were able to beam additional photons into the same DNA. We have not yet measured these invisible energetic tunnels or seen how our thoughts automatically create them, but the effects of the mechanism have been well documented. Damn. Invisible energetic tunnels created through thought. You are creating your gods, nigga. On bro, no. No, I'm just playing. Oh, bro, like this nigga crazy. That's when you know I'm crazy. If I just start the full screen, my wife in another room. You can't just do that with no black woman, oh, bro. Now. She be on, what the fuck going on? Oh, bro, they'll fuck around coming here with that thing. Oh, bro, what's going on in this bitch? Oh, bro, they'll fuck around. I'm just saying, like, fuck around, come around the corner with that thing out. Oh, bro, no. Look, my bad, babe. All right, my bad, babe. Oh, bro, there, my bad, babe. All right, anyways. Real fucking monsters. Good. Get your shit together, twin. Real fucking monsters. Oh, bro, now. Thought processes of energy. They get in your mind. So think how powerful Diddy and them is. That's why he looked ugly when he got arrested. All that energy we fed him. That was eyes was backwards and shit. I said, who the fuck is this? Oh, bro, this is not Diddy. All that energy hit his ass. So, bro, now we feeding the fuck out of him. Just, heard what happened to Diddy, heard what happened to Jay-Z. What? It's just sitting there, just powerful entities. Oh, bro, they're powerful entities. Now, this is why they tell you all publicity is good publicity. That means every saying that we be saying, all these little weird sayings we say, have like divine science within it. Because this world is a magical mirror. They literally told you all publicity is good publicity. Ideally, once we created a tunnel between ourselves with our thoughts, when you think about a person, photons start flowing in both directions. All them tunnels being set up. So how powerful are our famous? That's why they're called stars, because everybody can see the stars. Everybody has an energetic tunnel set up to the stars. When you see them, you think about them. That's why your celebrities are what? Stars. When you see them, you think about them. So how powerful is a Taylor Swift? How powerful is a LeBron James? How powerful is Beyonce? These niggas is deities. Bro, no, Michael Jackson was a deity. That's why he had to take whatever he had to take. It was just weird like that. Millions of the most popular person in the world, just too many energy tunnels. He like, fuck it, just take it. He probably was like, change my face. Too many. If these niggas see my old face, I don't get that old energy. I don't know. Oh, bro, also smart shit. That's what, oh, bro, to change my face up because if they watch the old MJ, that ain't the new MJ. Oh, bro, no. Oh, bro, no. And I don't get that energy. Oh, bro, no. That shit funny as hell. Nah, bro, no. Let's find something to say yes about. Like, how about your ass get it blocked? Yeah, block. Come on, bro, now. Come in and say it. Nah, bro, there. Nah, your ass to the block list, bro. Let's find something to say yes about, bro. Yes, you to the block list. Yes, bro. No, because you ain't gonna just come in the first thing you say. I treat this TikTok shit like if you came in a room, what's the first thing you would say? You come in, nah, get your ass on the bone. I think walked in your crib and said, nah, no, don't slide up out the front, in the front, out the back. Oh, bro, dude. No, I'm just saying to him. Oh, bro, then that we don't want that energy around us. Nah, to you. Oh, bro, you right. Nah, good. Nah, you right. I agree. Nah, your ass. Hey, 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 goodbye. Oh, bro, now. Nah. Oh, bro, what is this alchemy? Come here saying nah, bro. That's your contribution to the conversation. I can't. Why just these? Because that's laziness. I don't like laziness. So, bro, say something to him. That's all the trolls just be lazy. Yo, bro, y'all gotta put some energy into y'all trolling to it. Y'all need to do some troll ups. You know how you do push ups, do some troll ups. Oh, bro, y'all need to practice. Oh, bro, no, that shit lazy. I'm saying though, if I was a troll, I'd be practicing just good on bro. Now you all but get in there. You see a nigga twinkle in his eye leave when they see the comment. They like, got your ass on bro. Nigga start crashing out on bro. I'm just saying, if you gonna troll, be a good one. I ain't been met no good trolls. Oh, bro, y'all been went to the block list. I can't remember none of y'all the names. I want to troll. I want to remember your name to me. Like, damn, that's old boy. Oh, bro, I ain't never old boy. Not there. None of you. All right. Anyways, on a deeper level though, because why? Because it's about tunnels, and tunnels want to be set up. When they see energy, they want to set up a tunnel. On bro them, they want to set up the tunnel. Ideally, once we've created a tunnel between ourselves and someone else with our thoughts, the exchange of photons flow in both directions. That's why they tell you if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's some real shit. Because your popping is what? Your light, your energy. You walking around, you doing shit. Once again, people gonna want to start to what? Want your attention. Want your da-da-da-done. If they can't get your attention, then they gonna say trolly shit. They'll do anything to get that attention because it's vampirism. You represent the trolls, good. Everybody, you dancing this shit, all that rainbow light coming out because it's hungry out here. You best to be cool. On bro now, that's some real shit. Remember, serpents wear camouflage for a reason. The nature already showed us what it is. You can't always show your illustrious colors and shit. You gotta camouflage yourself sometimes, twin. That shit real, G. That's nature. You going against nature. You got the serpentine energy within you. You are the serpent. You have the kundalini. You are the kundalini fire. You are the engendering of that perspective, which is a divine feminine principle. We know that because in this realm we evolve and snakes shed their skin. But the space has to be necessary for them to do that. So in order for us to evolve, we have to change the space of what? What space we got to switch up? Don't look around you. Look within you. Oh, bro, no. Even space itself, including nearness, distance, and far places, were created by thought. You got to switch there. You got to evolve within the mind, the heart, to evolve the space around. We doing everything backwards. And that's why I know I'm in my third city. You can move to a new city, do all that shit. If you the same person, you bring the same energy, the same issues, all that shit will fall. You be the same. You be in the same position in a different city. You talking about some new me? No, it's not a new you because you changed. Just like the new year don't mean shit, do it? New year. Bro, now. You still be, come on, bro. You could go to the jail for 2 days. Oh, bro, oh, bro, on day 3, this shit hurt. Oh, bro, shit, I'll go tomorrow. Oh, bro, the guess when tomorrow is? The next January 2nd. Oh, bro, yo ass tomorrow turn into next January. Oh, bro, yo ass be back there in January. Just all right. This time for real, I'm going. Oh, bro, 1, 2. You be. Oh, bro, come on, bro. That new me comes from inside first. On bro now. Not from the inside, not the out. Everywhere you go, there you are. On bro now. So this is very essential to the aspects because this means we're getting our energy absorbed by specific entities when we practice perspectives of fear, when we practice aspects of guilt and shame in a deity's name. Like if we like, I ain't shit, come save me. You are like you getting your you getting your energy harvested, twin. Bro now. So we have to be very careful because not only are you getting your energy harvested, that energy is going to an entity that's powering up. And that entity clearly, whatever the original thought is a resonation of, that has to be like its original whoop de whoop. I don't know how that shit works. That this is why I believe this is why miracles happen too. Bro now, in the God in God's name. Because then at that point, you basically are putting energy into like a bank. And when you be like, please God, if you can resonate, get that energy back that you already gave out, that you could have got from yourself. because it says right here, ideally once we created tunnels between ourselves and someone else with the thoughts, the exchange of photons flows in both directions. In cases when we are healing others, we send more photons into the body of the person who needs healing. We can send healing through ourselves. See, you ask the God, you go through the third level, you go through a middleman of the energy you already given out on the entity level. Do that nigga listen to you? I don't know. Sometimes I've seen miracles created off Christianity because that entity is real. That's when a person come in, Jesus, please save a person. I've heard two testimonies of a person healed in Jesus' name. And I know they wasn't lying. They was like, I had bad back problems, motherfucker. Jesus, oh, bro, because that's that photon light energy. I guarantee you the person that did the healing was tired in the motherfucker after that. Just, because you do have vortexes on your hands that represent the oges of electromagnetic energy that flow through you. And you can create miracles with this. That's why when niggas pray, they do this. You're generating the energy. This shit deep. This is a science that's been developed over millennia. You've just been doing it for so long, you do it naturally. You don't even question it no more. That's all. We doing all the natural shit because we've been doing it for so long and ain't even nothing to think about no more. You be, what the fuck you think this shit means? Because you better go to 360 pack number 3. Bro, now when I said this shit in Coats of the Shadows, you better go to 360 pack number 3, twin. We on 360 pack. Hey, that's 360 pack number 3. Guess what number this one is? We're on 13. Bro, now you better bro. We're on episode 13. So you know what? My bad. No, because niggas jumping in here on episode 13. What's going on? So take your ass back and watch this shit from the beginning like everybody else did. Oh, bro. I'm saying though, because if you was watching episode 13 on the show, they wouldn't be like, bro, now let me stop and show you everything that happened of what 1 through 12. They might give you a previously on, give you a couple little. That's what I've been doing. I gave you a previously on and showed you a little bit. Carl, oh brother, oh shovel fail, oh brother, you know how that shit go, oh brother, you was falling and shit. What happened? You like, damn, what's going on? But you still don't really know. You gotta get the 360 packs 1 through 12. Man. We on 13, and mine has it been a journey. And mine has it been a journey. So now we are getting to a position where, how rude of me, where we're starting to transition our perspective of what deities are and how do they serve us purpose. That means that these entities can be used to serve you a purpose. That's the most important aspect. That means that these entities are here in the astral, and you are supposed to be utilizing them as your shit, not the other way around. And bro, now you supposed to get this shit done, twin, because there's enough niggas thinking about you. If you honor this shit the right way and do it the right way, but this guilt, fear, shame, sadness, anger, disgust, terror, shock, getting that energy from you. Raw, I've told you about my first consultation. It was like I'm being hunted by demons. I said, tell that. God said, then run up on me then. He did not understand that shit. He what? I said, tell that nigga that I'm over here. Oh, bro, I dropped the exact to it. I dropped my location on the thing. Oh, bro, I said, tell that nigga I'm over here on G Street. Whoopie woo. He didn't understand. But guess what? I was showing my aspect of, bro, what you're scared of and what you have fear for, whoopie woo. I don't have that same regards and respect. So that shit doesn't affect me at all because you are a victim of your own mind. Bro, now you are a victim of the shadows within your mind. You're creating the demon perspectives that's fucking you up, giving you voices to do weird shit and fuck shit up. That's coming from shadows within thyself. Come on, bro. This is a science. You're projecting. So with that being said, we have to be very in tune with what I said at the beginning. This knowledge is about what? Know thyself. That's all they keep saying. Know yourself. Why? Because if you know yourself, then you'll know everything that's being projected outside of self. You crack the code. We going backwards. We want to look at what's outside to understand what's inside. We got to go what's inside to understand what's outside. And what's within is the space. And space is infinite. So that's everything. Oh, bro, man. Speaking from the evil layers of the Obronibs. Obronib deep within the caverns of the You know I'm in a volcano right now. Y'all know that, right? My base is in a volcano. An active one. Obronib, right? I'm active lava right here. Yeah, I'm in a volcano. Volcano Draconis. Obronib Volcano Draconian. I'm in a draconian volcano with my reptilian friends. They like, what the fuck? And that's what I'm saying. You scared of the reptilians. Y'all gonna fucking learn. That's a test. Y'all gonna fucking learn. Y'all just like, y'all gonna learn, ain't y'all? As soon as we direct angry thoughts at someone, a tunnel is automatically formed and we immediately begin to try to pull photons through it. To do this successfully, you have to break the other person down and cause guilt, fear, shame. Oh, the reptilians. You heard them? You heard about it? You see this tongue? Stop it. You see this tongue? Oh, bro, they got my tongue coming out slow motion. Oh, bro, get your ass out of here. What are they doing to us? What are they going to do next? They entities feed it off your scary, bro, the energy. Bro, no, that's why they ain't like just like Bob Marley and shit. Bro, no, because they just I just about to love. Bro, no, world peace. Bro, no, type shit. World peace, love. You feel what I'm saying? They pushing these conspiracy theories and fears, and put your ass still end up with your hot cheeks on cold seats, taking that shit every AM. Bro, now for some reason, all the fears, all the scary shit in the world, you still taking that same shit. Oh shit, you seem good to me. I'm just saying, you got time to take a shit though. Bro, now when life get real and you can't even take a shit, now it's time to worry. Just oh shit, that's what it's time to panic. I'm just saying, let's just think about it now. If life was crazy, you wouldn't even be able to take a shit in this motherfucker. You wouldn't even know where to shit. I don't even know where to drop this motherfucking load. Life is serious. Then let's start thinking. Until that day, cuz if we just change our perspective, we actually good. Think about it. Listen. Exactly. Quit playing with me. I ain't hear nobody in the background. You wouldn't even be on here right now. You wouldn't even fucking be on here right now. You wouldn't even be on here right now. Hold on, bro. I'm watching 360. I'll be like, fuck 360. Oh, bro. I'll say, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit is real. Where's your books? I'll be like, fuck these books. This oh, bro, now. I can't stop this shit with no book. Oh, bro, now. This shit just got real. Oh, bro, these books is for when books need to be read. Oh, bro, because looking at what about the books? What about these motherfuckers? Shit just got real. I'm just saying, somebody come up and I ain't gonna go look for a book. Oh, bro, what to do if a nigga hit you in your shit? Volume 1. Oh, bro, oh, bro, I'll write the book myself with a black eye. Oh, bro, I'm on the picture with a black eye and shit. Oh, bro, what to do if somebody hit you in your shit? Volume 1. Oh, bro, written by 360. Oh, bro, I wrote this book in inspiration. When somebody fuck me up. I'm just saying, twin. Sometimes life just come. Bro, the book is like a reflective aspect that comes later type shit. The experience usually predates the book. You like most of the time, everything once most of the time, everything you read, you already knew deep within. It's a remembering aspect. It's very significant. But since we are in a position in our realm where we just getting the ancient knowledge and all this shit is like being reactivated, it's one of those things. It's like I say this a lot. You don't have to read. You also don't have to wash your ass on, bro. Now. Like you don't have to wash your ass on, bro. Now. You also don't have to read, but there is going to be effects on, bro. Now. I'm just saying you don't have to do anything. But anyways, y'all, that's my first. This gonna conclude. It's an hour and 23 minutes. I don't want. I already stayed up here. I made the 360 pack today, and I already was up here for 3 hours earlier. So that's 4. Yeah, I've been putting in some work. So and we've been on YouTube this whole fucking time. YouTube, my abandoned child. Oh, bro, now. Damn, there's hella people over here. What's good, gang? Y'all been seeing me in? Oh, bro, now. Somebody in here named Almighty Glow. Oh, bro, yeah, what's good, twin? Zen Evil, what's good? Tell me why I'm scrolling on YouTube and I see your Sonya. What up, 360? What's good, gang? Hey, twin, unknown soldier here. What do we do when we feel fear for other reasons like survival? Damn, that's crazy. Stop feeling fear, bro. When I see it, it low key get me like scared. A little bit of help with this though. So just don't think about it. You scared of ice? Shit, you must have fell and busted your shit before, twin. On problem. I don't know. If you scared of heights, I'm scared of heights. Shit. Just don't go up high. Shit, if fuck ice. Shit. That shit, if you that's some natural shit. Bro, I'm not sure you're supposed to overcome that shit. Bro, no. I'm scared of heights. I'm not getting on no motherfucking tour. What's that shit called? I almost started getting scared thinking about it. I ain't getting on no Ferris wheels, nothing super fast, no roller coasters, none of that shit. I don't like shit high. Bro, no, I don't even go up elevators, escalators. I stay if I go to a bar, stay on the first floor. If that shit up the steps, I won't even go up there. I'll be like, bro, I'll order that shit online. Oh, bro, they're like, it's upstairs. I'm good. Fuck that. Like, hold on, nigga, that's extreme. Well, bro, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying, twin. I don't like heights, but it's crazy because as a child, I wanted to be a pilot. But see, you got to realize it's all metaphysics. You got to fly in a different way. You got to whoop de woo in a different way. You're going to have to learn how to beat the ice in a different way. Maybe it's, I don't know, bro. Ice represents like solidification, crystallized energy. Maybe it just represents your fluid state of existence. You don't like seeing shit that's in its solid form because that represents an aspect of stagnation. Bro, now I'm just throwing something out there. Maybe it's just your stagnant energy. You don't like that shit. That's why niggas be slipping on the ice. Ice is just water frozen. Water is fluid. Ice is like definite. It's solid. It's a foundation. But I don't know, bro. Nope, those fears real. A kid in my town under in the '90s on bro now. Yeah, I ain't getting no heights. Good, bro, no, not for me. So we all got fears. Shit, I'm not an animal person like that. I don't like lizards and shit like that. Like if a squirrel run through this room right now, I'm jumping up. Good, like oh shit, what's going on, twin? I'm just saying. Like if a squirrel came through the window and ran right here, it like ran up to me. Did you think I'm about to say hello, Mr. Squirrel? Yeah, I'm from the city. Bro, now I might jump out the fucking window. My mom was scared of mice to the next level. Like my mom would jump, like climb the roof to get away from a mouse, bro. Like she used to really go crazy over a mouse, bro. Like on the next level, like walk on counters for days type shit. You good? Oh, bro, like bro. Also, and I feel that shit. I don't like shit scurrying, skittling and scurrying around on, bro. Now, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that's some real shit, twin. Bro, no, everybody exactly, and those are just it's all energy. It's just energy, y'all. So just remember that it's just energy, and it's just something. If you want to manipulate the change, you would have to manipulate the energy within what your mind. So your what is these called irrational fears are just aspects of something that needs to be transformed within the mind. If you want to take that journey, which is what you'd have to face that shit bro. Now I could get on a plane because I ain't looking. That ain't shit. Bro, no. There's some shit. That's different. But like me looking down on bro now, like seeing down this, what the yeah, that shit fuck my mind up. I can't even watch people climb on YouTube. Like if a person on YouTube climbing up radars and shit doing that, that should make me want to lay down on the ground. So it's just perception. It's an aspect of your perception. It's to give you a perspective of your perception of this universe. Because we all have different fears and different this and different that. But when we say fear, we're speaking of elemental aspects, height, ice, this. When we start speaking of fear of entities, then that's a tunnel of light of energy that's been set up. And through that fear, you have created that light, that tunnel of light, and that light is being siphoned out of you. Because your vibration especially is at a level of like subservient energy. Pretty much. That's why you have to have a relationship with entities. Magicians always say shit like that. You have to have a relationship with entities. You don't just go in serving the entity. Just what is your name? I must serve you forever. If you do that shit, that's when they be like, we got us one. What was that? Nothing. Next thing you know, you outside. I don't know, bro. You going to jail today. Here you go to jail now, bro. You doing crazy shit. And then you putting in the name. Then that shit make it look bad for us. And then people be like, that's why I don't do that crazy. Oh, bro, you making us look crazy, twin. Yo, I got this email at 1:14 on Wednesday, February 5th, 1:14 p.m. I don't know what that means, twin. Oh, I don't know what that means, twin. Is it January 14th? Shit, I don't know what that means. No, bro. I don't know. But it's time for me to go, y'all. Rules, get y'all 360 packs. Go to the link in the bio. I sent out 360 pack number 13. I'm about to rest my mind. I birthed the baby today. Magnificent was here. I said, I'm about to go make a 360 pack. I'll be back, y'all. I came back, did not be bro. I circled the block. Now, I did keep it very short and brief. Cause I'm tired of doing 3 hours for I don't be finishing these motherfuckers on bro. Now, so I made this one way shorter. But then hopefully that gives people opportunity. That Mothman Prophecies is worth a read. The Mothman Prophecies book is so fire. It start off with a story of a motherfucking person coming up to somebody's house, knocking on the door in the middle of the motherfucking night. Yeah, we on 360 power. I just made it today, bro. Think the unthinkable. All right, but anyways, came in. I knocked on the motherfucking door. Oh, bro, came in, knocked on the door, middle of the night. First off, the wife came to the door first, questionable. Oh, bro, now, because if somebody come knock at the crib in the middle of the night, you need to get your ass up. But anyways, that's the first thing I thought. Oh, bro, no, get your ass up, big bro. You don't let your wife answer the door at no motherfucker. It's 2 a.m. Who is it? Oh, bro, yeah. Oh, you basically literally saying, ah. Oh, bro, dude, fuck that. Hey, who is it? Oh, bro, who the fuck? What's going on? I ain't even opening the door though. No cap. We on hood rules now. I'm gonna speak to you through the door. What's good with you? Shit, oh, bro, you know how that shit go. Oh, bro, don't hit that porch like, what's good with you? No, they don't stay here, bro. I said they don't stay here, bro. She don't stay here, bro. Bro, is my baby mama in there? Oh, bro, no head ass. Oh shit. Oh bro, them hood stories. Oh bro, those hood stories sure do get you though. Oh bro, them. All right. Anyways, no, some serious shit. No, that's a joke, y'all. I'm joking. But no, some real shit. Somebody came to the door and was a black. Look, he wore all black, 6 feet tall. Wore beards when it wasn't cool to wear beards. Yep, yep. You already know, bro. Big love. He wore a beard when there was already beards. When it wasn't cool to wear beards. He was in all black, black everything. Came in soaking wet, knocked on the door. She, can I use a phone? She was like, let me go get my husband. They said when they seen him, they both just froze. Like, this nigga scary. Everybody froze up. Like, who the fuck is this? Oh, bro, no, this nigga scary. They went in, they were so scared. I guess they ain't let him use the police. He just dipped off into the darkness. This is a rural area. Wild random nigga walking around in the wooded area. In the rural, ain't no reason to be here unless you from here type shit. So they went to the police and reported it. Them two people that reported this couple, they was among the couple that died in the Silver Bridge collapse that happened 2 weeks later. And before that bridge collapsed, what did everybody see that they saw as an apparition? Bro, Nell, yeah. Got your ass. What you thought this was? This is why we joke and shit, because this shit can get serious in a second. Y'all want to see it on TikTok, on YouTube? I'll be forgetting about y'all asses, don't I? Hold on, YouTube. I'll be forgetting about these niggas on bro now. YouTube, what's good with you? On bro now. I'll be forgetting about these because what's this shit called? Think the Unthinkable? What's this new 360 pack called, y'all? Think the Unthinkable? Damn, where is that? Here we go. Think the Unthinkable. All right. No, because we got 13 360 packs now on Mountain. We got 13 flavors, baby. All right. Now, YouTube, same thing on your side. The Mothman, and that's a entity. But then this, what was crazy is after that happened, there was a lot of UFO shit, and there was a lot of what Men in Black type shit going on. Like bro was like on some Men in Black. This is that original Men in Black shit. Don't tell me that a weird nigga show up to your door, ask to use the phone, and wearing all black. And then later, you are two of y'all the niggas that's in the Silver Bridge collapse. The bridge collapsed. Y'all have your shit is reported to the police that this weird it came to my door. It's a whole bunch of weird shit going on. Entities being seen. Entities. Mothman. This is something to do because our thoughts are photon light. And we learn that all of this shit is light. And that lights is electrical, electrons, photons, and they are rupturing the electromagnetic sphere, and it's like manifesting shit from the astral onto this physical realm. It's some weird shit going on. Bro, I'm just saying, we just rational humans. So we just walk around just what's going. We don't know what the fuck around us. But in some areas, these spheres have been raptured, and that's when you start getting these entities. Mothman. They said they seen the before the bridge collapsed. And then after the bridge collapsed, two of the people that died in the bridge, they seen this entity of this dude, this weird dude just came to their door asking to use the phone. I'm just saying, bro. Now that's some scary shit. Oh, bro, that's some scary shit. Oh, bro, I know I said don't be scared, but bro, now that is an omen, like a mug, if you ever heard one. And then everybody, guess what happened in the city? I put this book in the 360 pack. Everybody in the city started getting harassed by like these officials. Yep. Home babies on, bro, them on the brethrens. May I look along the road? There came a stranger in a land where strangers were rare and suspect. He walked up to the door of a crumbling farmhouse and hammered. After a long moment of light blinked on someone in the house, a young woman appeared drawing a cheap mail order bathrobe. Damn, a mail ordered bathrobe. Treated of Amazon, tightly above her. She opened the door a crack, and her sleep swollen face winced with fear as she stared at the apparition in the doorstep. He was over 6 feet tall and dressed entirely in black. He wore a black suit, black tie, black hat, black overcoat. Here comes the men in black. On that nigga was the MIB. On bro now with impractical black dress shoes. Black dress shoes. Get the fuck out of here. This men in black shit is real. This is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Giggle, giggle, ha ha, hee hee. Oh, bro, we just making fun, y'all. These are just jokes. I voted for Trump. Oh, bro, dude. I'm just saying, like, if these niggas ran up, what if it was about to let me not say that. Bro, please, I voted for Trump, bro. He can say anything to save himself, bro. Please, bro, I voted. Hey, please, listen to me. Look, listen. Oh, bro, them, listen. He can say anything. Oh shit, that boy said I voted for Trump. I voted. Oh, bro, them. He'd be like, "You are lying. You are not even registered." Oh, bro, I ain't only. Oh, bro, I ain't voting. But anyways, she opened the door, cracking her sleep swollen face, whisked with fear as she stared at the apparition in the doorstep. He was 6 feet tall, his face barely visible in the darkness, spotted a neatly trimmed mustache and goatee. The flash of lightning behind him added the eerie effect. May I use her phone? He added in a deep baritone, his voice lacking in familiar West Virginia. My husband. She closed the door quickly and backed away into the darkness. Minutes later, then she returned, accompanied by a rugged young man, hastily buckling his trousers in place. He too turned pale at the sight of the stranger. We ain't got no phone here, he grunted through the crack of the door just before he slammed it. The couple retreated, murmuring to themselves, and a tall stranger faded into the night. Beards were a rare sight in West Virginia in 1967. Men in formal suits and ties were even rarer in those black hills of the Ohio Valley, and bearded black garbed strangers on foot in the rain had never been seen there before. In the days that followed, the young couple told their friends about the apparition. Obviously, they concluded he had been a fearful omen of some sort. Perhaps he had been the devil himself. 3 weeks later, these two people were dead, among the victims of the worst tragedy ever to strike the section of West Virginia. They were driving across the Silver Bridge, which spanned the Ohio River, when it suddenly collapsed. Damn, bro, this shit is insane. Ohio, Serpent's Mound, all that weird shit. Their friends remembered the story of the bearded stranger in the night. It had indeed been a sinister omen, one that confirmed their religious beliefs and superstitions. So a new legend was born. Beelzebub had finished West Virginia on the eve of a terrible tragedy. So weird shit happened before weirder shit happened. And this whole book, I went through it a little bit, y'all. This whole book, he go through like the police documents and all types of shit. Um, it's a really good book on bro now. Look, she said after the thing happened, they said, we hear there's been a lot of flying saucer activity around here, one of them remarked. She was taken aback. The bridge disaster had dominated everybody's thoughts for the last week. Flying saucers were the furthest thing from her mind at that moment. We had quite a few sightings here, she responded, turning her chair to open a filing cabinet. She hauled out a bulging folder with clippings of sightings reports and handed it to him. He flipped it open. This is a person that visited them. For 7 days now, her office had been filled with strangers, relatives of the missing and weary rescue workers. So she hardly looked up that afternoon when two men entered. They seemed almost like twins, she recalled later. Both were short and wore black overcoats. Their complexions were dark, somewhat oriental, she thought. We heard there's been a lot of flying saucer activity around here, one of them remarked. She was taken aback. The bridge disaster had dominated everyone's thoughts for the last week. Flying saucers were the furthest thing from the mind at the moment. We have had quite a few sightings here. She responded, turning her chair to pull open a fleeing cabinet. She hauled out a bulging folder with clippings of silence reporters and handed it to one of them. He flipped it open, gave the pile of clippings a cursory glance, and handed it back. Has anyone told you not to publish these reports? She shook her head as she shoved the folder back into the drawer. What would you do if someone did order you to stop writing about flying saucers? I'd tell them go to hell, she smiled waggly. The two men glanced at each other. She went back to her list, and when she looked up again, they were gone. Like the bro, the I don't know who these niggas is, and I ain't about to speak too much on these like some entities on Rona. But at the same time this shit happened, this bridge collapse and all of this was the same time all of this weird stuff was happening with flying saucers, these entities on the side, everything. So this book is fire. If you want something to expand your consciousness on the level of what the mystique of the realm you live in, it is documented. And guess what? This is mythology over here. Like this shit just happened in the 60s. This is right there on Ohio River. This is in West Virginia. Oh, bro, now that's crazy, man. Anyways, let me get out of here, y'all. Anybody want access to the 360 packs? Go to the link in the bio. I put all the information there. I appreciate everybody for supporting all that good stuff. Same shit. I'll be back later. All the information is in the link in the bio. I appreciate all of y'all. We out of here, gang, gang, all that good stuff on bro. Oh shit, babe, I'm YouTube, bro. Y'all bogus as hell. Y'all gotta tell me, bro. I'll leave this shit on and ruin my career on bro now. I gotta stop streaming from two devices, twin. I'm just saying, because I'll leave this shit on for 24 hours. You wouldn't even know, like, oh shit, it's been on this whole time. Bro, now, got them up out of there, y'all. Bro, now, who over here? Who over here? That shit was crazy, wasn't it? Bro, now, that shit was wild, y'all. No, that shit crazy. This whole book crazy. Men in fucking black. Bro, now, men in black. The men in fucking black. Men in black. The real story, Beach. I should put the real story, Beach. The real men in black in the UFO stories. The quasi government agents who silence witnesses of alleged alien encounters. Okay, bruh, this shit is real. One book I read that's unassociated is that the men in black even visited Malcolm X. because you got to think about it. Like those factions are connected to like some Martian type energy, but I'm gonna leave that shit alone. I'm just saying they got like some Martian shit going on, but I'm gonna leave that shit alone. Anyways, let's get out of here, y'all. I'm not studying. I've been writing and studying and reading all damn day. I'll let y'all later, gang. Everybody be smooth out here till tomorrow. 360s, put your 360s up. 360 on.